Howdy, folks. Hope y'all having a good day. I come across this story, and believe it or not, even with my not really caring what people think attitude, kind of had to think twice about it, about bringing it on here, because people get crazy bent out of shape about this subject. Uh, it really came to the forefront last year when that swimmer from the University of Pennsylvania, that's a boy trying to be a girl, was swimming with the girls, whooped everybody. People actually start to ask, is it really fair? But it's actually been going on a while longer than that. Been reading for years about this male wrestler wrestling the female wrestling college leagues. He was national champion 4 years in a row. Uh, but this one here, someone actually got hurt. Happened in North Carolina. The story's on Yahoo News. And I'll read you a little bit about it. I'll read you a little bit of the article, and then we'll talk about it. A North Carolina high school volleyball athlete has suffered severe injury after a transgender player threw an abnormally fast ball at her head, newly released video footage shows. The male opponent hurled the volleyball at approximately 70 miles per hour. According to the Daily Mail, one bystander claimed it was abnormally fast. The publication said the female teammate at Hiwassee Dam High School experienced trauma to the head and neck, reportedly. She's still recovering from long-term concussion symptoms, including problems with her vision. She has not yet been approved to compete again. Hiwassee Dam will forfeit all games against the transgender player's school. A decision made by the Cherokee County School Board, 5-1 vote. The board mentioned concerns about safety without addressing the transgender opponent. The fact that biological male with a significant physical advantage overpowered a female player. The county will not participate in any volleyball games, varsity or junior varsity, against Highlands due to safety concerns. The minutes from the board's meeting read. That's about the long and the short of it. I've seen the video. It's out there if you want to hunt it up. The girl was in the front row of her team, close to the net, and the ball came down close to the net, and the boy / girl, I'm just going to say boy right now because it differentiates the two, jumped up and spiked the ball square into her face. That's nothing to do with transgender. If a man wants to be a woman, more power to him. That's his choice to make. Same vice versa. If a woman wants to be a man, that's her choice to make. Don't you think it's funny? You don't hear much about women going to men's sports and dominating. About the only time I ever see anything about a woman in men's sports is every so many years you'll see a high school football player pop up. There's one in California now in high school. It's a running back. And they are cheered on because they're competing. They're not trying to be a boy. They're a female that wants to play football and thinks they're tough enough. And they go and they meet the standards and they play. See, the deep dark secret about the whole transgender thing, it's not really a secret at all, is men and women are genetically different. There's nothing that can be done about that. Men have more lung capacity. They have a bigger, thicker, stronger muscle structure. A lot of times they have longer reach and greater speed. And this comes through evolution. For all the years, the man was the hunter-gatherer. He was the one that had to go out and chase down that buffalo and kill it and drag it home for his family. So that's naturally the human body evolved that way. Now, maybe that we're doing things different now. Maybe in 1,000 years, evolution will bring the female body up to be equal with the man's body. I'm not saying the man's body's better than the female's. Females can do things men can never do. They can have a baby. And I've seen a few of them born, and I gotta say that's one of the toughest things that any human being can do. Women are generally more level-headed than men. Make better decisions. Have better balance. Are more graceful. It's just the way they have evolved. Where I have such a problem with this is not the boy that wants to go play in women's sports, which this one's a little bit different. It's a team sport. Well, I guess it is. But I'm going to use the swimmer as an example. I remember the picture from the medal ceremony of that swimmer, where he's standing up on the center stage in first place, and they had second and third standing beside him. And second place is just happy to be there, got a smile on her face. And third place is looking up and staring daggers through that man. That poor girl has worked her whole life. I don't know if you've ever had a child or known a child that was any serious athletics. I'm talking where they were going to get college scholarships playing that sport. And how much time they put into it, how much of their childhood is lost dedicating themselves to compete at that level. And then you go to college, you get your scholarship. You go to 4 years of college, you're a senior. You finally claw and scratch your way to the national championship as a serious competitor. At this point, you've put, pushing 20 years of your life into this sport. And because some woke idiot wants to make a statement, you stand up to swim in your national championship race, you got to swim against a man. Everything you've done your whole life just got flushed down the toilet. Through no fault of your own. Yeah, I could see where that might upset somebody. And it's crazy because, the Democrats and the liberals always said they were for women. They're for women's rights. A woman's right to choose. But in every one of these situations you see, whether it's these sports, crime. You see these men beating women down in the street and getting no consequence from it. Robbing them, raping them. And a lot of times the person that did the deed is out of jail before the woman even gets out of the hospital. Look across society today and look who's really getting shit on. Some women. It's because the Democrats pick their cause of the hour or the week or the month. And when you elevate one group, well, then all the other little groups that you claim to support get kicked to the curb. I tell you, God bless this girl that got hurt. God bless her parents. Because if I was a father standing on the sidelines and that happened, I don't know what I'd do. Because that boy had no place on that court. And because somebody wanted to make a statement, and there's a coach on the other side that wants to win at all costs, there's a girl in the hospital. Might have permanent damage the rest of her life. Like I said, if I'd been that girl's father, somebody would have toted a whooping that night. And I probably would have ended my ass up in jail. But people, our children deserve better. Our little girls deserve better than to be put in that situation. But I appreciate y'all listening. If you would, like and subscribe. I'm going to hit controversial subjects like this. Maybe the channel won't get swept off in the corner. If there's anything y'all want to hear about, you got a story in your area, drop it down in the comments. Catch a smile. Be happy to give you my opinion on it. Y'all have a fine day.